Imagine it's 10 p.m. after a long commute home, after back-to-back meetings, after grocery store traffic. You pull into the driveway, it's raining hard. You're juggling bags, a backpack, your phone, and your house won't let you in. You reach for the door handle, but it doesn't budge. A robotic voice whispers through the rain, "Updating firmware, please wait." You wait, then the lock says, "I'm sorry, Tim. Your credit card on file is no longer valid. Please renew your smart entry subscription to unlock your home." So you stand there, in a puddle, as your house holds your groceries hostage. This isn't science fiction. This is real life in a smart home, and it's draining your money. We used to buy houses to build equity, to plant roots, to get away from rent. Now we're turning those homes into monthly payment machines. You're not upgrading your house. You're upgrading your bills. Let's talk about what's actually going on. At the surface, the smart home looks like futuristic convenience. You wake up, the blinds open. Your assistant starts reading the news. The thermostat adjusts itself based on your preferences. Your fridge orders milk before you're even out. And everyone watching this thinks, "That sounds awesome." But that's step one. That's the hook. Convenience is the bait. Subscriptions, dependencies, and tech decay, that's the trap. Ask yourself one question. What happens when these companies stop supporting the devices you've installed throughout your home? What happens when your fridge isn't compatible with the new app update? What happens when your $300 hub stops working because its server in California was shut down? Do your lights turn on? Do your locks disengage? Do you have any control at all, or have you just become the unpaid system administrator in the place you were supposed to rest? Now meet Tim. You've seen him. Tim is the kind of guy who builds his home around tech. Smart doorbell, smart hub, smart blinds, fridge with a tablet, voice assistant in every room. Security cameras with motion alerts. He pays for faster internet just to keep everything online. He pays for a VPN to protect his router traffic. He spends his weekends debugging his garage door integration script. He's educated, modern, well-meaning. But he's also broke and doesn't realize why. Because he thinks the tech is saving him time. But it's quietly draining his wealth. Let's start with something simple. Fridge. A normal fridge costs you $700, maybe $900. Stainless steel, no Wi-Fi, no LCD screen. You don't talk to the fridge, you open it and it works. For 15 years, sometimes longer. Now look at the smart fridge. Costs $2,800. It has Google Calendar built in. It pings your phone when it thinks you're low on milk. It shows you pictures of the inside while you're at the store. It comes with an app, a subscription trial, automated reminders. And deep inside, hidden in that excitement, is a quiet danger. You don't own the software, you don't control the updates. The device has to talk to the cloud to do basic tasks. If that cloud connection dies or gets canceled, it's like buying a car where the wheels need permission from the dealership to turn. And within 3-5 years, sometimes sooner depending on the brand, support ends. Now the touchscreen freezes. The sensors get jittery, the app stops working. You can't repair it because it's all board-level integration, sealed behind plastic and glue. You don't find someone to fix the fridge, you throw the fridge away. It didn't break physically, it was bricked digitally. Back to Tim. He installed 9 smart light switches. They look cool. They respond to voice commands. He customized movie mode, nap mode, and party mode. But if that brand shuts down, those switches are dumb bricks, controlled from an app that no longer exists, installed through a server that no longer responds. So now Tim has to either replace them or go back to the original switches he still has in a drawer. Maybe he can sell them, but the market knows. They are EOL, end of life. Worthless. This is happening more often than people realize. Insteon went dark, chat forums flooded with thousands of people whose smart lighting stopped working overnight. Wink went subscription only, then lost customers by the thousands when their servers failed and rebooted. SmartDry, the wireless laundry sensor, gone. The Amazon Cloud Cam, discontinued. Google's Nest Secure, discontinued. Apple HomePod, discontinued, then remanufactured under a new chip line. What do all these things have in common? Your house depends on a data center just to run your gadgets, and those data centers can be shut down at any moment. You used to go to the hardware store when things broke. Now the store is online. The repair is locked. The only solution is to rebuy the same trap in a shinier package. Now let's talk about the money, the real money, not the device cost but the subscriptions. You spend $200 on a Ring doorbell and then spend $10 a month for 10 years. That's $1,400 on a doorbell, and that's just one item. Do you have a thermostat? Add $8 a month for advanced control, smart lock, $6 a month for access logs, garage gateway monitoring, $5 a month. Your connected home now has a recurring bill, just to unlock locked features that the hardware already has. It won't let you access without paying. Here is the worst part. These charges feel small by design. You forget them, they auto-renew, they fly under the radar, $7 here, $9 there. By the end of the year, you've spent $1,200 on services just to keep the house you already own working. And what do you get? More payments, more updates, more outages. Now let's talk psychology. Voice assistants, smart speakers, branded apps, they make purchasing feel frictionless. When you used to run out of paper towels, you wrote it down. You went to the store, you checked prices. Now, Alexa, reorder paper towels. You don't see the price, you don't compare anything. You barely realize you bought something. That is dangerous because you are no longer deciding. You are reacting. You're not shopping, you're being handled. Convenience removes resistance, and resistance is what protects your money. Even the act of reaching for your wallet causes financial hesitation. But when your voice commands the purchase, you skip hesitation entirely. You make decisions without time, without research, without boundaries. Spend enough time in a smart home and it becomes a perfectly oiled consumer funnel. And you are the product. Now step back and meet Andy. Andy doesn't have a voice assistant. His thermostat was built in 2005. His keys are metal. His light switches go click. And everything works. Is it automated? No, but it never crashes. Does it schedule itself? No, but it doesn't store his data on a corporate cloud. Does it require subscriptions? No. When Andy needs his house to work, it works. No app, no updates, no passwords. Now consider the long-term cost difference. Tim installs $9,000 worth of smart tech over 10 years. He burns $3,500 on subscriptions. He replaces discontinued products, rebuilds integrations, pays for support. Andy installs less, pays less, maintains what he owns, and invests the difference. One home looks cool when you walk in. The other one looks smart when you check the bank account, because the reality is, the more codes you invite into your home, the more bills follow it. Every automation comes with a price in dollars, in updates, in privacy. Ask yourself this. If your Wi-Fi goes down, what still works? What can you control? What can you fix? Because if the answer is nothing, you don't have a smart home. You have a rented interface on top of failing independence. Real wealth does not require firmware patches. Real wealth is quiet, simple, durable. It is what does not need replacing every 3 years. Your fridge should not be a subscription. Your door lock should not have mood settings. Your light bulb should not be connected to the blockchain. Buy quality, not gimmicks. Choose ownership, not upsells. A dumb home is a smart investment. No software to break. No services to cancel. No updates to stress over before bedtime. Just solid walls, a working key, and lights that turn on without permission. Your home should serve you, not the server farm. Your appliances should age with you, not abandon you. And your wallet should be yours. If you want to stop paying for your own convenience and start reclaiming control over your space, your time, and your money, subscribe.